Starting a motorcycle racing career at the early age of 9 and rising to be a famous rider in Portugal and abroad, Miguel Oliveira proves that anything is possible with sheer will and determination. Well, if the life of MotoGP rider Miguel Oliveira doesn't prove this right, then nobody can. His full name is Miguel Angelo Falcão de Oliveira, nicknamed Falcão, a Portuguese professional motorcycle racer competing for KTM Factory Racing in the MotoGP World Championship. Faced with a tough decision that would change his life completely, he chose to nurture his Grand Prix racing career and put his studies to become a dentist after 2 years on hold. Miguel Oliveira achieved his first MotoGP winning victory in 2015 and became the first Portuguese rider to do so. Oliveira already owned a quad bike at only 4 years old, thanks to his supportive father. Did you know that his father was also a former motorcycle racer? Miguel has overcome hurdles and made a name for himself in the industry, as we are about to discover in this video. He started racing nationally in Portugal when he was 9 in the 2004 Portuguese Mini-GP Championship, then won the Young Promise of the Year award, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. Keep watching to get a deeper understanding of his personal and career life. Miguel Oliveira's success was in 2005 after winning the Portuguese Mini-GP Championship, then the Spain World Festival. He went head-to-head with 192 competitors originating from 14 different nations. His father gave him the most significant support as he had been a motorcycle rider and understood his son's love for racing. He even bought Miguel his first quad bike when he was only 4. Miguel started racing at the National Championship when he was 9, and his first race was in 2004 at the Portuguese Mini-GP Championship. His career began after winning the Young Promise of the Year award in Portugal. Miguel Oliveira is undoubtedly a star in the making. Did you know that even before making his debut in MotoGP, he had been studying to become a dentist? Fortunately for him, he loved racing so much that he was willing to put his studies on hold so that he could get back to the track. Oliveira is a brilliant person, capable of speaking 5 languages. With such an intelligent mind, it was apparent that he could apply the same intelligence on the racetrack. Look at the concentration in his eyes as he leans into the corner while carefully analysing the trail ahead of him. He was the first full-time Portuguese participant at the World Championship. Oliveira did his best and went ahead to become the top athlete among his peers. He's received huge media recognition in his hometown and even abroad because of his achievements. Oliveira wanted to get a young successor, which made him create a project in his home country. He started with a school trophy named after him. He directs and mentors young people aged 10 to 14 years and prepares them through the foundation to join the Velocity Championship at a national level as members of the Oliveira racing team. While Oliveira is not mentoring the young kids, he attends a master's density. He is a committed and determined person that should be emulated. Miguel Oliveira identifies as number 88 on the racetrack. His popularity and success have played a massive part in raising his status. Whether he's on the racetrack or not, everyone can always identify him by his number. After making his first win in 2005, Oliveira did not end it there. He pushed himself to his limits and achieved so much more. Oliveira participated in many other competitions to achieve the success he has today, starting from 2006 when he raced in the Calypso Cup after he had won the championship races at Andalusian. Then in 2007, he participated in another championship, Pre-GP 125 in the Mediterranean, and won. Miguel was on and off the track in 2008. He took part in multiple championships and had an excellent performance in the Red Bull Amateurs after winning twice out of 3 challenges. He participated in the Spanish CEV National Championship in 2009 and came in 3rd. In the championship in Europe, he was ranked 5th. His progress was even better in 2010, winning 5 out of 7 events. Maverick Vinales was 2 points ahead of him, leaving him coming in 2nd. He was 2nd place during the 2011 Europe World Cup. 2011 was not a stable year for Oliveira as he had to be on and off track, but by 2012 he had returned to the track full-time. Estrella Galicia brought him back to the tracks while riding the Suter Honda. He stood at the podium twice in the championship and came in at 8th position. Miguel Oliveira was at the top of the headlines in 2013 when he got a chance to stand at the podium at Mahindra's Racing in Malaysia after joining Efren Vasquez. He continued with Mahindra until 2014 and again made it to the Assen podium. KTM Aho noticed and recruited him in 2015. Oliveira's journey with the KTM started in 2015 and he became a team member of Aho Motorsport. He had several successes that year after winning 6 times, coming in second twice, and scoring a single pole position. Everyone was shocked when he grabbed the Vice World Championship with only 6 points keeping him away from victory. Grabbing this win tremendously affected his recovery. Oliveira participated in the category of Moto2 in the year 2016. He joined as a member of Team Leopard with Danny Kent by his side. At that time, Danny was the world Moto3 champion. Miguel, though, wasn't lucky during the season as he broke his collarbone, which messed up 4 of his Grand Prix chances. He received an invitation to recreate Red Bull's Aho team in 2017, after he was in the 3rd place during the World Championship, with the 2nd place beating him by 2 points. Miguel Oliveira had a good run during this season in the Moto2 team. He won 3 times, got 2 pole positions and stood at the podium 9 times, which was an incredible progress from his place of origin. In 2018, Miguel was selected to be the spokesman for the category of male athletes by the Portugal Sports Federation. He was also named the global ambassador by SIGA because of the integrity and transparency of the sport. Miguel continued to race with Team Aho and achieved 3 victories at the World Championship. He came in 3rd place 4 times and 5th place twice, and stood at the podium 12 times. Surprisingly, as a member of the class, Miguel was the single rider who never crashed the whole year, and he ended the season in position 2 after gaining 297 points. After that, he signed a contract in March and became the first Portuguese to participate in the top level of MotoGP. He kept in touch with KTM and joined the Tech team in 2019. Miguel also had his starting race for the season that year. As Miguel progressed during the season, his best result for the year was when he scored 8th place during the Red Bull circuit in Austria, gaining 33 points. Miguel suffered an injury at Silverstone and his performance was significantly affected in the year's last races. President Marcelo received him after the close of the races at the Belém Program Palace. Miguel Oliveira finally had his year in 2020, having such a good ending that would be a big hit had it been made into a film. He got the first victory of his career in a suspenseful end to the GP races at the Styrian Red Bull Ring. Miguel was victorious and doubled his success at the season's end when he rode the Portimao roller coaster that took place in Portugal. The season came to a fantastic end after he scored a pole position and had the fastest lap of 1 minute and 39.855 seconds, which was a track record. He led from the start to the finish of the year, getting 125 points. The ups and downs of 2021. Miguel Oliveira had a good run in 2020, however 2021 marked his worst year as it ended poorly. Miguel had won in Barcelona and stood at the podium twice at Sachsenring and Mugello in the season's initial half, where he beat Marc Marquez after a deadly duel. KTM had prepared to raise Miguel to the top riders category by the year's end, but that never happened. At the start of the season's second half, he had major difficulties. He found himself on a faulty bike in Austria, and after that, he completely ceased to impress. It was the start of a bad end. He tried to look for good results but could only recover by gaining 94 points, which were way less than what he had achieved in the year's first 6 months. He still had a super duel in Germany and Italy that year, especially the race at Mugello, where he defeated the reigning world champion Fabio Quartararo. 5 exciting things about Miguel Oliveira. Even with a fantastic racing career, there is much more to number 88. You probably didn't know these things about Miguel Oliveira. Miguel's nickname is Falcão, which translates to hawk in English. He got the nickname because it was his second family name, and why not? He is just as analytic, fast, and precise as a hawk on the racetracks. Number 2, Miguel Oliveira can speak 5 languages, which are French, Italian, Spanish, English, and Portuguese. Unlike him, most racers can only speak 2 languages, English and their native language. The best advice Miguel ever got was give your best, and if your best is not enough, then be happy that you did what you could. Miguel would choose Valentino Rossi as his former riding coach if he were ever given the opportunity. Miguel married his stepsister in 2021. They had secretly been dating for 11 years and publicly announced it in 2019. They started dating in their early teens. Miguel Oliveira has had a successful career run and continues to do so even with the ups and downs he faced in 2021. The future is unpredictable, but one thing that is for sure is he will never give up. There is so much more that he can achieve as he holds on to his number 88. Be sure to check out Moto Plus for more fantastic videos. See you there!